Welcome back. Now, entrepreneurial growth and the need for investment took center stage at Anglo American's Invest Fest. The Impact Finance Network is an initiative committed to by Anglo American. I unpacked how businesses are going beyond profit into impact and what gaps in the economic ecosystem prompted Anglo American to step in. Mpumi Zikalala, CEO of Kumba Iron Ore, joined me with those insights.
So the IFN has been in South Africa for the past 5 years. And then for us specifically at Kumba, we always knew that there were wonderful people within our province who have the wonderful ideas. And that these people just needed to be found in their various corners. And we always knew that we could make a difference in terms of them scaling up their ideas.
Yes.
And we always knew that there were businesses outside of our province, which, as you know,
yes,
is geographically sparse.
Yeah.
But we needed the IFN to actually come in and go to the different areas of our province,
yes,
to find these businesses. And looking at them, I've been absolutely amazed, particularly considering that they started this work in January this year.
Yes.
And then they've also been able to find businesses outside the province who want to grow within the business. So they've essentially come in to actually help us improve on the firm base that we already have to scale up our impact in the province.
And of course, there is this special mention of the province of the Northern Cape. Just talk to me about your reach and impact when it comes to that, but also just outside of the mining ecosystem as well.
So we call the Northern Cape home.
Yeah.
Our operations, Sishen and Kolomela, are in the Northern Cape, in John Taole Gaetsewi and Tsansabane. And whenever we say that it's home, we say that 80% of our people come from the Northern Cape. And we always talk about the fact that when one looks at our purpose as a business, it's for us to reimagine mining to improve people's lives. And for us, it starts with our own workforce and with our province, which we call home. So if I look at the work that we've been doing, I mean, there's plenty that we've been doing. So as Kumba alone, we've spent over 135 million rands in social investment projects just this year alone. And we always have a figure that we refer to, which is 25.9 billion rand of enduring stakeholder value, which is the value that our business is able to yield to our various stakeholders. What we like, however, with the IFN is that it's coming in to help us scale that up significantly.
Yes.
And that's why we are here. And looking at the businesses that are here, and I've been in the Northern Cape in my past life as a general manager and also as a senior vice president of one of the sales entities, and now as the CEO of Kumba, I know that there's untapped potential. And they've gone to all the corners of our province. I said earlier that I was actually a little bit embarrassed because clearly they've only been there since Jan. But they are telling me about areas that I've never been to in the Northern Cape. And they are finding these wonderful businesses.
That's how we are in South Africa also. We never really get to know every single corner of the country. You talk about stakeholders, and of course that extends to your partners, and you highlight those relationships quite a lot. But I mean, I understand with Anglo American, Kumba, a lot of people would want, a lot of businesses would want to work with you, but also you also have to be selective about the partnerships that you go out looking for. So just talk to me about the kind of partnerships that you forge.
So it's interesting, over the years, Anglo American firstly has been in South Africa for over 108 years. Kumba has been in the Northern Cape for over 70 years. And if I look at all the partnerships that we've forged over the years, there's a couple of things that we've needed to align on fundamentally. Firstly, it's around our purpose, which is for us to reimagine mining to improve people's lives. So we want partners who believe in the drive for sustainability. And then secondly, we are a purpose-led and a values-led business. So when it comes to us, governance is key.
Okay.
And then in this instance, we've been specific around saying that we've got wonderful people and we know that we actually want to add value. So what are we looking for? It's partners that we can work with from an SME perspective who've got the ideas but who want to scale it up. But it's got to be in line with our values as a business, because if it's not, we wouldn't partner with them. And then we are saying to the rest of the investor community that we've actually proven that we've got staying power. So we're saying, oh, please come forward because we want to walk this journey with you. we will utilize the systems and processes that we already have in place to make sure that we don't deviate from what it is that's enabled us to build our business over the years. And we're saying that we'll walk the journey with you.
Yeah.
And that's where IFN is absolutely amazing as well, because they are bringing in an additional element, which is all about fundamentally saying, let's find these entrepreneurs and help them grow.
Yes.
But I'll go back to it. It's got to start with us ensuring that the foundation is solid on the basics.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
Yeah.
We need the ideas, but governance is key. Purpose-led is key. Otherwise, that will always come back to trip
Yeah.
you along the way.
And a big driver of that support is capital, and you specifically talk about catalytic capital needs to be a catalyst. Not all capital is the same. I mean, you have capital that can hurt more than it stimulates because of the costs behind it. So what characterizes that catalytic capital that you're looking for?
So what we're saying to everyone is that we've had the IFN, go and find these businesses. And I'll touch on some of them. I've visited a couple. I've visited a coffee making company, which if you look at how they make their coffee, I'm absolutely amazed. They're caffeine-free coffee. I've seen a business that actually makes wine in Priska in the Northern Cape.
Wow.
It's interesting when we then talk about the capital that's required. One is, we don't want to destroy their ideas because there's a reason why they've been able to sustain their businesses. If I look at the winemaking one, this is the third generation.
Wow.
And that tells you a lot.
Yeah.
So we want capital that's going to come in and help enable the growth from the basis of the innovation that's already there for the players that are here. And what we're also saying is that we want people to make sure that when they do come in, they understand that for some of the smaller businesses, we know that for companies like ours, if we go and look for capital, we'll have a lot of people wanting to work with us because we are a big player in the country. We know that when it comes to the funding of SMEs, it's interesting, you know, different companies are starting to go to the likes of Mpumalanga, they are starting to go to the likes of Limpopo. And we actually are saying to them, oh, please come and have a look at our province, the Northern Cape. The ideas are there. The people of the Northern Cape are absolutely beautiful. I work with them every day. And what we're saying to them is that, again, I go back to this. We want to partner with you through the IFN, and we want to walk the journey with you because this is something that matters to us.
Yeah.
It will help us ensure that we reimagine mining to improve people's lives. That's what we're asking people.
That was Mpumi Zikalala, CEO of Kumba Iron Ore.